How many films have you never seen, but you think you know? I've never watched Braveheart, but I know he screams, freedom! You know, and I think I might have watched, I can't remember the name of it, the film about Sparta with another Scottish guy screaming about Sparta all the time. But I kind of know the lines from the films. And that picture, that iconic picture of Mel Gibson shouting about freedom is something that's been reused so much that it's kind of humorous now. The cry for freedom is a cry for justice. We always hark back to the great things that have been done in the name of justice. Everyone owns and glorifies in the end of the slave trade, and William Wilberforce, who did that, and the men and women, the black men and women who stood up and said, I am a real person, I have dignity, and were part of that movement. We all kind of own now, well, you know, if I'd have lived back then, I'd have never had slaves, I would have seen this, I wouldn't have been a racist. Except, anyway, let's not go there. We all have a passion for justice on that level. And we all have a passion for justice in the small thing. Like, I'm British, I queue. If someone cuts in the queue, I am deeply annoyed. I will express that by tutting and huffing. I mean, occasionally some of us are brave enough to go, hey mate, that's not okay. Or, you know, why are you doing that? But you get what I mean. People get really feisty over driving and like who's allowed to go where, and I want justice and we've all got to do what's fair. We like justice. And I think the reason we like justice is that's in our hearts, it's in our DNA, it's in who we are, and our Creator made us with that passion for justice, for things to be right and fair for all of us. But we want justice to land on everyone, but maybe not on us. I don't want justice. I want to get away with the things I get wrong. And all the way through the Bible, God talks about justice and mercy. And what it says about God is that his mercy triumphs over his justice. He has to bring justice eventually. God doesn't fix everything on the earth. He is involved, but he's not controlling everything. But at the end of time, there will be judgment and justice for all people. And that's a hope that keeps me going when I see the injustice on the earth. But personally, I don't want justice. I don't deserve anything but payment for all the stuff I've got wrong. And the ledger, the balance of like my good versus my bad, even on a good day, I'm not sure how I'm going with that. Because if I've got to reach up to how good God is, I'm never going to get there. But his mercy has triumphed over his justice. What does it look like to live a life of mercy? If we live in judgment and justice, we're inviting judgment and justice onto our own heads. And I don't want that. I want mercy. I want to get away. I want people to understand why I do what I do, and that actually I'm a good guy underneath and it was an accident and I didn't mean to, and you know, I'll learn from it. And God allows that. But he asks us to live. If we want justice and judgment, he says, that's fine. You can put that on everyone else, but you'll get it from me. But if you show mercy to everyone else, then you get my mercy. If you follow my way, if you try the mercy, not the justice and the judgment, then that's what you get to walk in. And he will bring justice. And there will be consequences for actions at the end of time and throughout time. But I want to ask you, what is it that you really want? Do you want justice or mercy for you? And what do you want to be a part of bringing to the world? It's got to be both, hasn't it? But I always hope that mercy triumphs